Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back once again to Elite Weather Forecasting. My name is Julie Godot with your Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday weather forecast. Happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. I hope you guys are having a great Father's Day, and it's also Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth as well. And I hope you guys are having a good Juneteenth. So many folks get your Monday off because it's a federal holiday and it's going to be observed tomorrow. So a lot of your federal employees, school teachers, banks, and things like that are going to be closed. So you're going to get the day off. So a little bit of a long weekend for some folks out there. And we're going to be talking about what we're going to be seeing in the weather department here for your Sunday, your Monday, and your Tuesday as y'all folks head back to work. Some people might be in summer school as well. So as you head on to class and to work, I'm going to let you know what we're going to be seeing out there for your Tuesday morning. And our city of the day is Tucson, Arizona. Yes, it was my home way back in the late 90s into early 2000 maybe or so. I used to live down there, and it's a wonderful place to live. A lot to see and do. A lot of attractions. You have the Reed Park Zoo down there at in the Reed Park down in central Tucson. The University of Arizona also makes its home there in Tucson, over there on Speedway and Campbell. So if you're down there in the Rincon Mountains, you can see over my shoulders. And to the north, we have the Santa Catalina Mountain, where Mount Lemmon sits up there about 10,000 feet. And you can do some great skiing up there in Mount Lemmon. A lot of cabins you can rent as well. So if you want to do some outdoor stuff, a lot of good hiking through Reddington Pass. To the south on I-19 in Green Valley is the Titan Missile Museum, where you can go and tour and get a guided tour of an old retired Titan nuclear missile silo. And check that out. Also near the Davis Mountain Air Force Base, there's the airplane graveyard down there where they have a lot of old jets and old planes parked. You can see planes from the 60s and the 50s, even World War II planes. Also modern jetliners, or some airlines are like, oh, we got too many planes and we don't need them. They go and park them out there, and should they need to be brought back into service, they can whip them up and throw the engines back on them and have them up and running again within 24 hours. So it's also a lot of military aircraft. You got the Desert Museum down there in the Tucson Mountains, just to the west of town. You can go over there and check out the wildlife and see the giant saguaro cactus. Beautiful in Tucson, Arizona. So that's a little bit about the city and everything out there. The city, which is growing tremendously there, and our weather today is 93 degrees with partly cloudy skies right now. We do have a risk of some scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, as we're kind of seeing the early start to the monsoon season. And I'm going to show you those showers and storms right now here on our live local national radar. So let's jump into our national radar right now and show you where we're seeing showers and storms across America this afternoon. And in our big radar picture, we are seeing scattered showers and storms down here across the southwest and through the Rocky Mountains, from the southern Rockies and the deserts down here all the way to the Canadian borders, the border, and the high plains. We're also seeing some showers and storms there in the Pacific Northwest. We have a potent area of low pressure here in the north central Rockies that's going to be spreading showers and storms this afternoon across the northern Rockies and slowly into the northern plains in northern Minnesota over the next couple of days. We have a frontal boundary here that's going across the northern to the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes here. Lake Superior, we got some showers and storms out over the lake right now, as well as down here, Lake Huron. We're seeing some showers and storms in southern Canada. So Toronto and Montreal also is seeing some showers and storms, as well as northern Maine out there. We're seeing some showers this afternoon. More showers and storms down here across South Florida, and some isolated and scattered storms here across East Texas and Louisiana and into southern Oklahoma as well. Some more scattered storms through Wichita and Kansas. So we're seeing that isolated moisture out there across the southern Mississippi Valley and into the plains as well. And here's a close-up look at what's going on out there across Arizona, and you see these scattered showers here over the Rincon Mountains. These mountains are just to the east of Tucson. Here is I-10 going through there. Here is the Rincon Mountains. The Santa Catalina Mountains is here, and the Tucson, the Santa Rita Mountains head down here to the south. So it's along those mountain ranges that you are seeing those showers and thunderstorms. And we have some more storms here where we can see some flooding issues here through parts of southern Wyoming. So we're talking about here through Deming, Wyoming, and Lordsburg, and not Wyoming, excuse me, Deming, New Mexico, Lordsburg, New Mexico as well, right in here. So you can see those lightning strikes. So we got a lot of desert thunder out here across the southern sections of New Mexico, going on over into El Paso and Juarez, Mexico. There, we're seeing some more storms here through Albuquerque and Santa Fe. So up I-25 into southern Colorado, we're seeing those scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of those storms can be quite heavy, especially down here in southern New Mexico, where we're going to see some potential there for flash flooding as well. We also have another large area here across the northeastern sections of Colorado as well. I keep saying Colorado, New Mexico into Colorado, where we're seeing some potential for flash flooding over there as well. And that was our national radar. Now here is our weather today, and we're going to talk about those watches and stuff that's taking place right now. We have our heat advisory in place here across the northern plains and the upper Midwest, where we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 90s and those heat indexes about 100 and 102 degrees. So it's very humid out there. We have our excessive heat watch right here, which is the Twin Cities. And the heat island effect is certainly taking place out here, and that heat indexes is in the low 100s. More of that heat index, excessive heat here along the Red River Valley up through parts of North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. We have our heat watch down here along the Gulf Coast from New Orleans over to Beaumont, Texas there, and our severe thunderstorm watches and warnings down here across the western section of the Gulf of Mexico side of Florida here. So Tampa, St. Petersburg, you guys are going to be dealing with the potential for some severe weather this afternoon. Here is our red flag warning right here through parts of Arizona and Utah, as we have gusty winds here, and we are seeing dry weather conditions through this region, and it's going to contribute to the elevated fire risk there. We have a little bit higher humidity down here across southern Arizona, so we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms. And there's also, somebody told me earlier today that they're seeing thunderstorms in Tucson and in southern Arizona where the rainfall is not reaching the ground. So some of this area is seeing a lot of virga and dry lightning, so that can also create problems with causing fires. You start seeing some dry thunderstorms out there through parts of southern Arizona. And here across into Montana, we have a lot of wind issues as well, as we have a high wind warning in place for that region. So that is a look at the watches and hazards across America today. Here is our 7-day outlook for Tucson, Arizona for the next 7 days. Scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, as we got some of that monsoon moisture moving across the area. 96 for our afternoon high. See, we got a lot of cloud cover out there, so it's holding the temperatures down, and a little bit added humidity as well is helping to keep those temperatures at bay. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow with your temperature of 97 degrees for your Monday. And as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, more scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Those temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, overnight low temperatures near 80, and then partly cloudy skies, and we'll see those triple digits temperatures come in on your Saturday with 100 degrees for your afternoon high out there across the Old Pueblo, Tucson, Arizona. All right, and here we are as we take a look at our dew point temperatures that we're seeing out there. And the dew points are important to me because they let us know, they kind of let me know what's going on as far as storms is concerned. And we're seeing storms and stuff through this region here, through the Central Plains, and this is where we're seeing a lot of that heat and humidity build in, issues with the excessive heat and high humidities as well. As you look at the desert Southwest here, you see those dew points there. Here we have our little bit elevated dew points in the 50s. But this is what we need for that monsoon. Dew points in the mid 50s down there, and we're seeing a little bit of moisture here across the desert Southwest, and we're seeing those elevated thunderstorms out there. And we're also seeing some thunderstorms here along the Gulf Coast and into the Southern Plains, and you can see that the higher dew points as well, and we're seeing scattered thunderstorms here across the northern plains and into northwestern Minnesota, those higher dew points as well. Higher dew points here across southern northwest Florida here, and the Panhandle and the Gulf Coast right here is also contributing to those showers and thunderstorms. But if you look at the Northeast, the Great Lakes, and the Mid-South here, you're seeing dew points in the 30s and 40s, lower 50s. So much comfortable, very comfortable conditions here. Starting to get a little bit sticky here across the Mississippi Valley area. So a little bit higher relative humidities here along the Mississippi. But if you go just to the east and through the Appalachians, much more comfortable conditions, as well as very comfortable conditions here across the northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest, with very nice relative humidities and lower dew points there. And then we take a look at your Monday, we're really starting to see those dew points expand here across northern Minnesota and into Wisconsin and southern Canada, where we can also see some tornadoes this afternoon and evening there in southern Canada, just south of Winnipeg and Edmonton. You guys might be dealing with the possibility of some severe weather to our friends in the north in Canada. And we're going to start to see scattered thunderstorms for your Monday out here across northwestern Minnesota, just west of the Twin Cities and through the Dakotas and Nebraska, down toward the southern Rockies. Here we're going to be seeing the potential there for scattered afternoon thunderstorms as well. Some of these storms can be severe out here, and we'll talk about that severe weather later on in this broadcast. And as we take a look at your Tuesday dew point situation, as we can see, that heat humidity is just starting to move a little bit further to the east and move into the Great Lakes. So we're going to start to see those temperatures rise, those upper 90s, maybe possibly some triple-digit temperatures here through the Midwest and the Ohio Valley here. We're going to start to see those higher temperatures with those dew points. We're starting to see the dew points come up now as we're starting to see these greens for dew points in the 50s here. And we just have this section here across North Carolina that's still going to hold out just a little bit longer with those lower dew points. But don't worry, those higher dew points and that humidity is going to move back into your area as we move on in through the course of the week, and the chance for showers and thunderstorms will increase as well. So that is a look at the weather today. Now here's your national weather forecast. Now as we look at our national forecast, high pressure is in control here across the Northeast and the Ohio Valley, and it's going to influence the weather from the Northeast to the Southeast, the Mississippi Valley, the Central Plains, and the Upper Midwest. So this entire region here is going to be relatively mostly dry, maybe a few showers and storms along we see a few showers and storms here along the Canadian border, and we will see some showers and storms down here in Florida and the Gulf Coast and into the Central and Southern Plains. So down through Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, We are seeing some scattered afternoon pop-up storms today, but nothing severe in this region. And we have those gully washers down here across New Mexico and Arizona, where we are seeing some flooding taking place through some parts of southern New Mexico near Deming and Lordsburg. The potential is there for some flash flooding, and we are also seeing issues with dry thunderstorms across southeastern Arizona. We do have our flash flood issue here through parts of Utah as well. In those central and southern Rockies, some of those gully washers can produce some flash flooding in places that are not even seeing rainfall because of that dry soil. That water is not able to soak in, so it's just falling and just running down the mountainside. So we're seeing those elevated storms create issues with flash flooding in the lower valleys there. Our severe weather threat here across the northern plains through parts of Montana and North Dakota is where we're going to see the potential for some 2-inch diameter hail and 75 plus mile per hour winds here, especially near Minot, North Dakota this afternoon and evening, and Cut Bank, Montana. There we could be seeing some severe weather this afternoon and evening. The tornado threat is low, but we will be dealing with those damaging winds and large hail and heavy rainfall as well. That is to look at your forecast for your Sunday, at least for the rest of the day today. But for your Monday, that severe weather threat is going to expand a little bit here across the northern plains and maybe touch the northwestern sections of Minnesota, where we will start to see the possibility of some tornadoes here as well. A couple tornadoes is possible. Large 2-inch diameter hail, 70 plus mile per hour winds, and excessive rainfall can create some flooding issues. And we can see more issues with flooding here across the northern Rockies and Glacier National Park through north central and northwestern Montana, as we're going to see more heavy rainfall and more snow melt from our late season snowstorms that we were seeing there. So we're going to definitely see some potential with flash flooding through Yellowstone and Glacier National Park and the Grand Tetons once again. More scattered showers and storms down through the high plains, through the southern Rockies, into the desert southwest and southern New Mexico. Once again, more scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms will be there for your Tuesday afternoon, as we're seeing that pre-monsoonal moisture really kick in there. More showers and storms along the Gulf Coast. Now, this is widely scattered to isolated storms, nothing severe, as well as down in Florida. But in Florida, some of the storms can be heavy and a little bit of lightning as well down there. We're going to see this warm front here provide some lift for some showers and some storms here through the mid-Atlantic states and parts of New England there, especially inland sections of upstate New York and Philadelphia. You guys can see some showers and maybe some thunderstorms for your afternoon out there for your Monday. And for your Tuesday, we're going to see more of these storms here in the desert southwest. We're going to see some gully washers as well through the state of New Mexico, through north central New Mexico. This is where Santa Fe and just to the east of Albuquerque there along I-40 heading into Oklahoma, you could be dealing with those thunderstorms here in the mountains, some thunderstorms here also across the white sands of New Mexico and the southeastern section of Arizona, just to the east of Phoenix. Tucson, you're going to be included in some of that afternoon thunderstorms, and here above the Mogollon Rim in northeastern Arizona, Show Low, Pine Top is going to be dealing with some thunderstorms, as well as Gallup, New Mexico. So if you're on that old Route 66, or which is also I-40 as well, 66 kind of runs parallel because I-40 kind of takes up part of the old I-66 route that goes into Chicago. So that is a look at the weather forecast for the desert southwest, and we're going to see dry weather here through the lower Mississippi Valley in the southeast, most of Florida as well. We got us a weak weather front here that might spark a few showers and storms down there in far south Florida, and this warm front here across the northeast also will spread some showers and thunderstorms that will move from the southeast to the northeast throughout the course of the day. You guys aren't going to see a deluge of showers just a quick round of showers that's going to spread from Pennsylvania and eventually end up into Maine and New Hampshire there, okay, for your Tuesday afternoon. Dry weather here across Minnesota. Now we have this cold front that's moving from the west to the east, and this potent upper level weather system there that's going to be dropping through the central and southern plains and in through parts of the Midwest here through Missouri and southwestern Iowa, where we're going to be seeing maybe a little bit of a drop in the temperatures here across the northern plains, but that humidity is going to hang on for just a couple more days here across the upper Midwest into Minnesota and Wisconsin. So we'll still see temperatures in the 90s and near 70 degree dew points for your Tuesday. And that is a look at the forecast. Now here's our temperature expectations over the next 3 days. And here is today's temperature, and we're seeing those cooler temperatures here because of cloud cover and thunderstorms across the desert Southwest. We're having that heat here across the northern plains. As that heat is being pumped to the north here by that very strong area of low pressure here across the northern Rockies. So we are seeing temperatures 103 in Aberdeen, South Dakota, also 100, 103 in Fargo, North Dakota as well. We're seeing those temperatures in the hundreds. Brookings, North Dakota, 100 degrees for you guys there. We're seeing temperatures there in the upper 90s in the Twin Cities. 88 down in Rochester, Minnesota, as we got a little bit of cloud cover for some potential showers and thunderstorms. And it's just to the edge of where that heat is moving in on your Sunday. And as you can see, across the Northeast and the upper Midwest into the Great Lakes, you're seeing those 80s. So tremendously cooler, much more comfortable weather conditions, a lot lower humidities there through Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, New York as well, all the way up into Maine, where it's down to the 50s. If you get, say, in Portland, Maine there, you can see that 50-degree reading out there for your Sunday. So much better weather conditions across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast. You see that heat and humidity down across the far south, South Carolina, down through Georgia and into Florida as well. You're seeing those mid-90s all the way over into Louisiana and Texas, where we'll see 100 degree in Odessa, Midland on your Sunday afternoon and evening there. So here we are for your Monday temperatures. Monday, we're going to see that temperature about 96 down there in Tucson, because they're going to be seeing the potential again for some clouds and maybe an afternoon thunderstorms. 103 in Phoenix, and over into Texas, you're seeing those 100s really kick up because of that moisture and heat that's being pulled from the south and off the Gulf of Mexico. We're seeing that 101 for you folks down there in San Antonio, 100 in Dallas, 100 in Austin as well, 100 also for you folks in Houston. So we're seeing the hundreds all over the Texas. We're seeing those 99 here in the Twin Cities. We're seeing 100 in Fargo as well, 101 over there in Wichita, Kansas. We're seeing 100 degrees in Omaha, Nebraska. We're seeing also temperatures in the mid-90s in Des Moines. So we're hot weather here across the Central Plains and the Midwest. We're starting to heat up across the Great Lakes on your Monday as well. We're starting to see those 80s where we saw a lot of 70s today. Some 90s coming into Wisconsin as well. The Northeast is still going to be comfortable with temperatures there in the 70s and lower 80s. We're going to see those 90s all the way down through the Gulf Coast from South Carolina south to Florida, and then across Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, where we're going to see those upper 90s, but a little bit lower humidity. But the humidity will start to come back as we move into Tuesday, and the heat as well. So here we are with Tuesday. We're seeing the heat move to the east now. You're seeing those 90s through the central into the upper Midwest, the Central Plains as well. We're seeing that 101 in Topeka, Kansas, 101 degrees. We're seeing that 100 in Dallas again, 102 in Odessa, Midland. We are also going to see 100 in 100 degrees there in Mississippi. So we have Jackson, Jackson, Mississippi. That's going to be 100, and we're also going to see that 100 in Memphis. 100 degrees in Memphis. Athens, Georgia, 100 degrees. So we're going to be seeing that heat make its way through the southern Appalachians, the Mid-South, Dixieland, and over into the Piedmont, where we're going to see those temperatures in the 90s start to return, and also heating up across the Northeast as we're starting to see some 70s and 80s as well. That is a look at the 3-day temperature outlook. Now here's our severe weather forecast, and our severe weather is going to be primarily here across the northern plains through North Dakota, through Montana as well. We're going to see that slight risk where we have our scattered severe weather, large hail in 2-inch diameter hail, 75 plus mile per hour winds. And then we have our isolated severe here through parts of the Dakotas, Wyoming, and Colorado, and far north central New Mexico, where we can see our isolated severe, primarily heavy rain and gully washing is going to be the issues here. And some severe weather, it can be isolated severe across western Florida, where we could see some heavy rain with some hail as well, and maybe an isolated weak tornado down here across the state of Florida today. And tomorrow, that severe risk is going to expand here across the northern plains. We're talking northwestern Minnesota. The Twin Cities is going to be in the green for that marginal risk for isolated severe. So some heavy rain, small hail, and maybe 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts can be expected with some of these thunderstorms here in the green. That yellow going to be more scattered to numerous severe thunderstorms, large hail, 1.25-inch hail, 70 plus mile per hour wind, and a couple of tornadoes is also going to be possible tomorrow as we have that triple point going to set up here across North Dakota near the border with Minnesota there. So we might see an isolated tornado or two as well for your Monday out there. And for Tuesday, our frontal boundary, our lower pressure center moves into Canada here, where we can start to see that severe weather into southern and eastern Canada, where they might have a tornado threat. But our severe weather is only going to be here across the Midwest through Iowa, northwestern Missouri, parts of northeastern Kansas, far southeastern Nebraska as well, and northwestern Illinois, southwestern Wisconsin might see an isolated severe storm for your Tuesday afternoon. And the primary threat with that is going to be some heavy rain, a little bit of hail, maybe some nickel and dime size hail, and a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust from some of the stronger storms out there. So that is a look at your severe weather outlook for your next 3 days. My name is Julie Godot. Thanks for watching, and now we'll do it for today's weather forecast. I'll be back tomorrow with your forecast for your work week coming up. And I hope you guys continue to have a good weekend out there. And before you leave the channel, please leave your likes, comment where your city and state you are, so I can use your city as the city of the day in the future forecast. And leave your subscription for the channel, because it will help us get back into the YouTube algorithm. For whatever reason, the channel views have been kind of abysmal this month, and I've had to support some of my subscribers, but I'm really trying to get people who haven't seen the channel before to view the channel. So help me get back up into the algorithm. It picked me up a little bit at the end of May, and I picked up a lot more subscribers, but June has been kind of abysmal. But we're going to keep it pushing and keep working at it till we get it right. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.